of you know, some of you don't, that in order to obtain the information that we have obtained, we've filed a number of right to information requests. And one of the requests that we filed was for information on the funding and political involvement of the SANB. And I'm finding some very, very interesting information within there, and as soon as I have it all sorted out, I will make that information available. However, it is a very long and slow process because I received a banker's box, probably about 5,000 pages. 70% of it is in French. I don't speak French, so I'm relying on Google Translate and some very good friends to help me sort through it. But I can tell you that they get in the tens of thousands of dollars every year. Some years $40,000, some years $90,000 to promote the Francophone interests in New Brunswick.
You should send a complaint to the official language of the commissioner.
Yeah, should be translated.
Do you think I'd have much luck with that?
Too bad.
Oh, yes, along with the 70% that is in French, probably 80% is redacted information. So it's sorting through all of that and getting to what we can use. But in theory, the right to service in your language of choice, the right to work in your language of choice, these are good theories. They really are. These are good theories. So what's wrong with them? Well, it's the reason and the logic that are not being used. Doesn't mean that these services can't be available. It means we need to look at how we're using them. For example, cities are automatically required to comply, and municipalities with a minority language of 20% are required to ensure that communication of all public information is available in both official languages, regardless of use. Now, the example I'm going to use is in Fredericton. One of their councillors, not going to use names here because it started a whole turmoil, and that individual was essentially ostracized, spoke up to the media and mentioned that at Fredericton City Council meetings, they have been providing translation services for more than 10 years at a cost of $1,200 per meeting. In 10 years, they could remember one time that those services were used. Okay? So we're not saying that those services should not be available if they're going to be needed. But why are we forking out $1,200 for every meeting and the services aren't going to be used? If you're going to need those services, let us know. We'll make sure that they're available.
That's just the tip, yeah.
Okay? That's not rocket science. That's not rocket science.